Now to Emmetsburg, Iowa, where that community is trying to turn the page after a child sex abuse case sent shockwaves through that town. The home where Aaron Manns used to live has been torn down. It was an emotional moment for a community that's still healing. On April 3rd, a judge sentenced Manns to a total of 200 years in prison after a jury convicted him on 8 counts of second-degree sexual abuse involving 2 children under the age of 12. The judge ordered 8 25-year terms to run consecutively, one after the other. Prosecutors say the case was handled jointly by the Iowa Attorney General's office and the Palo Alto County Attorney. That conviction and sentence prompted a fresh response in Emmetsburg, which is now focused on moving forward.
That's right. KTIV's Ellen Ide spoke to the homeowner who's taking a stand against child predators.
This kind of crimes, this kind of stuff in our community will not be tolerated.
Those words echo over an empty lot in Emmetsburg, Iowa, where the home tied to a painful chapter in the city's history has been torn down. Lance Clark owns Invest in Emmetsburg, a community development group that owned the property. He says the home was in good shape and had been recently updated. But once it was tied to the case, Clark decided keeping it standing would only prolong pain for neighbors and the victims.
Anger, disappointment, all that it happened right here in our town. Seems as the news reports it's happening all over lately, and it's not acceptable. So this project was just to draw a line in the sand, make a statement.
All that's left behind is an empty lot, but it stands as a symbol to show that the Emmetsburg community stands behind all victims of sexual assault.
I hope that it does, not just these girls, but every case that involves children, regardless of what it is. I feel there's absolutely no gray area. There's no remorse if you've done a crime against a child.
Many praised the idea, including survivors thanking Clark for taking a financial loss to show support for the young victims.
Even my business, I guess, we often pick morals over money, and I feel that usually comes out with a positive ending.
Demolition was donated by Corey Albert Contracting, who was in support of the statement being made.
You can't erase what happened, but hopefully keep from bringing the memories back as they drive by this location, and hopefully it helps them start healing for the future.
In Emmetsburg, Iowa, Ellen Ide, KTIV News.
Invest in Emmetsburg plans to eventually redevelop the property.